So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He's brought down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And
he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
7, 49ers nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, these 2 rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mack Wilson, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Flush to his right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
13-yard line.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through.
makes the score Seahawks 21, 49ers nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Rico Gafford, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And this is going to be 49er football. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, 49ers nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And this one through the uprights and good.
Seahawks 35. 49ers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Tip, you a fucking bum, nigga.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 49ers,
they'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I hard time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
yards. And the 49er first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
A run for Kamara on 1st down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Seahawks. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true.
Filet. 3 times.
Filet.
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get it the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We're back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal.
A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
49ers 8.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Coleman on first down. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cannon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
One more time, it's Cannon. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.